interview, Eddie. I wish you all the best, but...
Yeah, have you seen my mates? I can't find them. One of them's got my car keys. Fucking hell. This is fucking good, isn't it?
Far off. Excuse me, I'm just drinking my posh coffee. What, that? Oh, it's just Nespresso. If Nespresso want to sponsor me, get in touch. 43 subscribers. So, you do the math. I mean, your people can get in touch with my people, and we'll sort something out.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I didn't do it. No. Accident. That was an accident.
Same thing. My mum, when she was a teenager, she said she came home from school one dinner time and she was in the front room and she was kind of dancing in front of the mirror. She had the radio on and there was a big heavy metal letter rack above the radio, and she said she was sort of dancing in front of the mirror and she said the letter rack flew from above the radio and flew across the room behind her, and she said she ran out.
It's Easter, isn't it? As Bill Hicks says, the holiday where we tell our children that we're celebrating the resurrection of Christ, and we tell them that a giant bunny rabbit has left chocolate eggs in the night, and we wonder why we're so confused as a nation. Mummy, I woke up today and I found a Lincoln log in my sock drawer. That's the story of Jesus. But anyway, I hope you're all well, whatever you're up to. Don't know what it is today. I'm just feeling like this. I know I get so wound up about it, but I don't know why am I feeling like this? I'm not drinking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm meditating, I've been for a run, I'm eating well, and I feel a bit sad. Man, listen, I feel a bit sad. And to be on the phone and be like, yeah? Well, I don't like it. Well, that's just life, man. Welcome to the real world. Like, sometimes you're just gonna feel shit. And that was a big turning point for me. It's like, well, okay. So I'm just gonna be alright with it. He's like, yeah. You feel a bit shit and that's okay. And I was like, oh right, okay. Yeah. So I'll just kind of just carry on as normal. Yeah, just carry on as normal. Just do what you're gonna do today. Well, I was gonna go for a run and that. Yeah, keep doing those things. That just carry on, and it'll pass. The same as everything always passes.
Run away quite quickly. Oh, right, okay. Shit the fucker bed. Oh no, I ran out of bullets. Spoke too soon, I got cocky. No, I've got it on easy mode, guys, I've got it on easy mode. No, guys, no. Stop it, guys. I'm your friend. A choice like that. Nicholas, I'm calling him an actor. He's got a frog head on, but you know, he's having fun with it. He's not trying to be, you know, he's not trying to win any Oscars. He's just giving himself a bold choice, and that delivery.
Well, yes, but shut your hole!
Oh, it's fucking mad, innit?
Get away from me, you creep!
I thought we were just having a laugh together. I work here as well, just because I'm new. Yeah. I'm just new here. Any other hobbies that are keeping you busy?
Well, I'm missing my football. As you know, I do like my football, so I've been working on some new football chants.
Right, okay. Yeah, what, do you want to try some?
Aye, the first one. Schmeichel, he's our man. If he can't do it, then you better get somebody else to do it, but you're going to be hard pushed because he's the best.
Cool. Schmeichel, does he play football anymore?
Peter Schmeichel, he plays in net. Whether you're a scriptwriter, whatever it is you do, whether you're a painter, this is the stage here where most people get off the bus because they go, oh well, all these buses are going the same way as, well, they're going, yeah, they want to go somewhere else, so they go back to the start, yeah, and then they get on a different bus and it's going the same way still. So they keep repeating this process. They basically keep giving up because they're like, this is nothing new. So they go back, try something else, and they go, all right, well, this is the same as everything else as well.
Hello everyone, how are you? It's me, I'm Adam, I'm back again. Hello, for those of you that are watching on YouTube or on catch up. It's been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while, so I thought I'd just jump straight back into this and not overthink it too much. Bit nerve-wracking, I'll be honest, but yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? I'm well, by the way, thanks for asking. Hope you're all well. How have I been, I hear you ask? You know, you're all dying to know. Is everything all right before I start chatting? Check, mic's on. Got a bit of relaxing rain on in the background just to help, you know, ease the deafening silence of speaking into the big black void that is the internet. And if you are watching this, hello, I'm glad you're here, even if it's in retrospect. Yeah, I'm good, man. It's been a while. As I say, I've taken a bit of a break from this. Not that I'm assuming everyone's been like, oh, where's Adam been? Where's Adam been? I can't wait for him to do some more of those exciting streams that he did. Can't wait for some more red hot content. Hot off the press. Not that I'm assuming that. I'm just saying. I've come off social media. I didn't do that annoying thing when people come off social media and make a big announcement like they're leaving the country, they've been exiled, or they're going on some kind of expedition, which deserves announcing to everybody. I didn't do that because let's face it, it's not that important, is it? But I think it's been good for my head just to get off all that stuff for a bit. And I probably sound like a broken record, but the pressure I put on myself to do this stuff is probably disproportionate to the amount of people that are actually watching it and that really give a shit. So, so I'm back again. I just want to start doing a little bit at a time and not overthink it too much. A big thing for me, I'm going to play a game in a bit. I just thought I'd have a bit of a chat and ease myself back into this. But yeah, the thing I've been focusing on recently is this idea of overthinking and perfectionism and what that means to me. A sort of a little thing for me to focus on and try and combat if I can, because it's stuff I've chatted to therapists about, and it's certainly one of the reasons I think I drank so much and why I sort of had an unhealthy relationship with alcohol is my sort of unhealthy relationship with I suppose my own thoughts and getting in my own way and having this overactive inner dialogue with myself that can be a bit conflicted sometimes, to put it mildly. That's an understatement. And I obviously, when I stopped drinking, all of that was brought to the forefront, so it becomes a big thing to have to try and deal with without booze, because it affects everything. Every decision you make it affects, because you don't have alcohol as a crutch, I suppose, in a sense. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say. I suppose overthinking is the thing that I'm combating, and there are a few things that have helped. One of them is a book that I've started to read again recently, and it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by, I think his name is Mark Manson. See if I can find it for you here. Ignore that. That was just me testing that out. I'm not trying to do my best schoolwork faster. I'm not doing that, in case you were. It was just me testing it, so no judgment, please. Mark Manson. The subtle art. This thing here, this book, I was a bit skeptical about it at first, but my good mate of mine, Matt Ganley, my sister recommended it first off, and I started reading it as I did the audiobook first off. And let me see if I can split my head into doing two things at once. Yes, I did it. Yes! Fucking get in. Look at that. Now that is called streaming. That's content. That's what we're talking about. And seamless, that was seamless. Yeah, my sister recommended it. And I started listening to the audiobook, and the guy's voice was really annoying. And it seemed to me like just repackaged Buddhism. It's really about letting go of your ego and not overthinking things, being okay with how shit life can be, I suppose. I know it sounds really cheery, but anyway, this guy, the actor who was reading it, he's just grated on me a bit. You know, when someone's trying to be dead kooky and humorous and a bit wacky, like they're trying too hard to perform it. So it was a bit distracting. So I stopped listening to it. So my mate Matt said, go back and listen to it again, because there's some good stuff in there. And I've nearly finished it now, and it has been really good. It's I think my main takeaway from it really has been how the mind really is split into two categories for me. There's the mind, there's the thinking mind, which is kind of always working and there's always a dialogue there going on. There's always an inner monologue. And I've spoken about this before. Some people don't have it, but the majority of people do. And it's the monologue which says it's kind of the survival mind, really, which is always pointing out danger or potential threats or aspects that we're not comfortable with. And the survival mind is basically designed to pull you away from anything which is uncomfortable and into something which is known and comfortable. So the sort of baseline for anybody, well, for me especially, is to sit on the sofa and watch Netflix, not speak to anybody, and just do nothing, basically. But that can get very depressing. So people generally seem to be up against that fight or flight thing of there's the comfort thing that we know is comfortable and there's security there, but then there's the other part of us, the I suppose the observant mind, or the someone described it as the prefrontal cortex. I don't know if that's the right terminology for it, but it's this part of the brain which knows, which is I suppose it's the part that wants to be better or wants to try harder or achieve more. So these two kind of aspects of your brain are always in conflict with each other. And I suppose it's about understanding that and, you know, being okay with that. I think meditation is a good tool. It certainly helps with the doubt and this sort of self-destructive talk and all that kind of stuff. So that's helped a lot. Being on medication, on antidepressants, that kind of thing, that always helps. But yeah, this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, I recommend it if you're after a bit of reading material. Go check it out. I don't even know if anyone's listening to this. Just chatting away. It's pretty heavy, all that stuff, wasn't it? Pretty heavy. What else can I talk about? overthinking, perfectionism. I am all right, by the way, despite all of that. What I just said, that all sounds pretty like, oh, fucking hell, lads. Cheer up, mate. Why am I watching this? Feel sad now. No, it's all good. It's all gravy. It helps with this anyway. This is a good exercise for me to just think. It's perfectionism as well. Perfectionism is an absolute cunt, and I'm aware of that. That was all linked into drinking as well. Perfectionism, everything not being good enough, and I'm sure anyone watching this will relate to what I'm saying. I know it's not just me. There's nothing special about me or any of these problems, and it's an illusion to think that I am special or that these things are just exclusive to my own experience. They're not, are they? It's everywhere. And constantly bombarded with high standards and polished results, as I've mentioned before, is not helpful, is it? That definitely perpetuates that. The idea of not being enough, of not being good enough, needing to be more to achieve more. It's all bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. You heard it here first. Because it's only in Western culture. This is why I want to go travelling. I love to go out somewhere and just experience another culture, another sort of pace of living, which isn't about trying to be more, trying to sort of get somewhere else. Just being okay with the moment, man. Do you know what I mean? There he is. There's the big man. My inspiration for all of this. What else? I hear you ask. Give us more content, ads. Come on. Jesus Christ. Short film I did. For those of you that don't know, I'm a writer. I'm an actor. I'm just a creative kind of guy. I've got my fingers in lots of pies. Some of them are massive, and they take a long time to bake. And one particular pie is a short film, what I wrote, called Wolf Ticket, which now got a different title, which I'm not going to reveal just yet, because I'm waiting for the right moment to reveal it. Anyway, when I did my last sort of podcasting, I mentioned that I was about to go in production for it, which I suppose is why I stopped streaming, because that was such a big sort of task. It was a big task, and it took up a lot of mental energy. So that we shot that, we filmed it, and it all went really, really fucking well. And I'm really pleased with it, man. It was a long time coming. It got postponed because of COVID and all that kind of stuff, obviously. And a few people I had to sort of swap in and out. Martha Simon directed it, who stepped in at the last minute, and she hadn't directed the film before. It was her first project, and she's a good friend of mine. The now wife of Adam Davis, who's our best mate. I was best man at his wedding. I'm sure he'll be best man at mine one day. He acted alongside me in it, and it was just a really proud. It was 3 days filming, and I just felt really humbled by it all. You know, you spend so long sort of collating this team of people. You know, you have to make some pretty tough decisions, and sometimes you have to trust your gut of who you work with and who you don't work with, and then it's all sort of building up to this event of the shoot. All the preparation is off the charts. It was a massive learning curve for me. All the preparation, I suppose the sense of artistry across the board. So from each profession in the film industry, I'm in love with it, really. So the art direction, I didn't even know what that was. So an art director or production designer is someone who designs the look of the film. So each film, everything about that is all deliberate. And I kind of knew that anyway, but and never really knew to what extent. And one of the inspirations for it was this little guy. This film, it follows cinematography. Ali Davis was the art director, production designer, either or. Yes! Did it again! Fluid. Liquid stream. Literally, not literally. Anyway, it follows a fucking great film, but the cinematography of it was very much an inspiration in terms of these sort of earthy tones, this sort of... Oh, that's him from Atypical. Didn't realise that. Because it's all shot in one house, Wolf Ticket. And we wanted to use a lot of practical lighting and this sort of sense of suburban unease, dis-ease. There's something not quite right. And this was the photographer that the cinematographer of It Follows was inspired by, a guy called Gregory Crewdson. So these are the sort of avenues that you start going down when you're putting together a film. It's, you know, I wrote the script and then it's like, right, you've got all these options now of how do we tell this story visually, you know, and this is just one aspect. There's then the audio stuff, the edit, which I'll get to, but this guy, Gregory Crewdson, these shots are all painstakingly, what do you call it? What's the word? Put together, basically. There's a word for it. Composed. The composition of it, like the lighting and everything like that is all very... It looks natural, but to achieve this takes a lot of technical prowess, shall we say. I'm just talking bollocks now. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know what this is. That's not him. Gregory Crewdson photography. I think he did the, whatchamacallit, 6 Feet Under. He did the shot of that. 6 Feet Under. Yeah, he did. This thing, yeah. This was him. So it's that, yeah, the sense of the uncanny. But Ali Davis was just an absolute dream to work with. Ali, if you're watching this, I love you. I love everything you're about. All the films that I mentioned, including this one, she just knew what I was on about. So when you have that shorthand with people, there's loads of other people I could mention, but that was there's a sense of relief when you sort of discover people like that. It's a sense of relief because you're like, okay, this is in good hands now. I'm glad I brought you on board. And there's John Gray, the cinematographer. I'm excited to watch it. Basically where it's at now is I've handed it over to an editor, which was another tough call because I was like, I could potentially do this myself if I wanted. I've written it. I have a strong sense of how I want it to play out in my head. I'm just checking that I am live, aren't I? Yeah, just checking. Just checking, because that would be bad if I wasn't actually streaming. Yeah, I had a sense of how I wanted it to look and the rhythm of it, the pacing of it. And I thought it would be a good exercise for me because I've edited stuff before, but nothing of this sort of magnitude. There's a stunt in there as well, which needs editing cleverly. And I thought, no, do you know what? You only get one crack at this in terms of coming at it fresh. Sounds superstitious. I think it's true. It's like you can't. Once you see that first edit, it's harder then to unpick things and have a different take on it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it was much more beneficial to the film to hand it over to an editor who I don't know, like John Gray, the cinematographer, recommended this guy, and I thought, yeah, let's give it a go. So he's been backed up with some work, and he's gonna start editing it this month. So we'll see what he comes back with. So yeah, it's all exciting, very time consuming, but wouldn't have it any other way. That's good, isn't it? That's good. I think that's us all caught up. How have you been? You look well. I'm going to play a game in a bit, I think. Play a game for about half an hour. How long have we done now? 25 minutes. Yeah. Films that I've seen that I thought were shit. Number 1, Suicide Squad. Absolute pile of wank. Fucking... Oh, it was bad. Oh, it made me angry how bad it was. I went with my mate, Ads. It was a toss-up between... What was it now? This and Free Guy, is it called? Anyway. Oh, it's just shite. Where to begin? Why was it shite, Adam? Try and articulate why it was bad. It was like someone had typed into an AI machine that produces film. If they typed in the words, just, I don't know, Avengers, Marvel, funny, quirky. It was, I can't articulate. It was like it was made by an AI. It was so weird, and I know it's based on the graphic novels, but it was just odd. Like, this guy, his superpower was he had dots on him, and when he got anxious, he threw up colour, or he had got these big colourful boils on his skin, and they exploded, and that was his superpower. This guy is a shark. He's just basically Hulk. Weird, big-headed villain. What's her name? Margot Robbie's. I rate her. She's a good actress. It was all very irritating. And this guy, Idris Elba, it was trying very hard to be funny, trying very hard to be sort of quirky and off the wall. And I quite like James Gunn. I think he's done some good stuff. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was good, if that was even James Gunn. I think it was. But yeah, watching Idris Elba's he's not a comedy actor, I don't think. Sue me, but I don't think he is. It was embarrassing. It was like my review of it that I said to my friend was, it was about, as in, watching Idris Elba trying to be funny is about as awkward as watching your dad try to... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence because it wasn't that funny then, so I'm not going to repeat it. Embarrassing, basically. Like trying to watch your dad do something very rude to himself and failing and tripping over and hurting himself. It was like, that's what watching Idris Elba trying to... The sort of the offbeat comedic timing, the sort of deconstructive humour of watching a joke fall flat and the sort of ad-libbing that they do. I just think, can we just get on with it now, actually? Can we get on with it? Because this is going on a bit now. I'm bored. Fucking hell. Oh, this guy as well, this weird little creature, who dies quite early on It's just you just thinking quite often. You just think, why? But why though? Why has this happened? Why is this happening? They did it, and they've already done one as well. That was the odd thing. They've just done a Suicide Squad movie, film. Don't need another one, do we? Do you know what I mean? What's going on? Why is that? Why? It's like, I think they said to James Gunn, do you want to do a film? And he was like, yeah, I want to do another Suicide Squad. And they were like, okay. No. We just done one of those and it was shit. Yeah, well, I can do it better. No. Do something different. And anyway, he did it again, and it was just as shit. I didn't see the first one, but... Are these all in the... Viola Davis? She did my head in as well. Just being all moody and... didn't crack a smile once. Did not crack a smile once. Do you know what I mean? Just look like you're enjoying yourself at least. They're paying you a lot of money, love. I'm being glib. Obviously, she's a good actress. I do rate her, but it was like, oh, let's get the serious actor in to play the villainess, and you know, someone with some gravitas, and she did well. You know, not taking anything away from her, but I'm just like, oh, can we just crack on? I'm bored. Well done if you're still watching this as well. Watching a guy just getting angry with stuff. Getting angry at a film. What's happened? Fuck me. Shall I play a bit of a game then? Oh, there's another good thing I shall... Oops, sorry. Excuse you. Another film I watched, which... it's not a film. Let me just concentrate on this first, though, if you don't mind. That's not what we're doing anymore. We are playing a game. So I'll change that to Tomb Raider. Where are you? It's not that one, is it? Tomb Raider. Come on now. Come on now. Fuck me, look. Fuck me, what's that? Right, I'll have to do Tomb Raider. Update, stream title, there. Do that. Fucking... Get that on. Do that. Do that. I've not played this for a while, so bear with me. Can't remember the controls for it. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, fire. How's everyone's evening going? You alright? You alright?
Beta team, backup is on its way.
Good. Good to hear it. Enough of that now. Please. I see that's quite bright, but I can't do anything about it now. Let me just refamiliarize myself. Okay, that's that.
Stay back! I'm warning you! Stay the fuck away from me!
I can't remember how to play this game, so
Easy, calm down.
let's just dive right in.
Oh, that's all.
Let's dive right in.
Claws.
Fuck you. Oh, excuse you. Boom in the head. That's his head. Right, all guns blazing, mate. It's fine. Oh, his helmet's come off now. Yes. How's the, whoa, how do I find... There you go. That's how I can see where they are. Shoot his head off. Ah! Ah! Sorry for shouting. It's okay. Quite alright. Oh. Ah! Fucking hell! Fuck off.
We're here. Give us 60 seconds and we're in.
That's exciting, wasn't it? My heart's beating very fast. Ever so fast. No coming. What's that noise? Can you hear that? Oh fuck me, what's that now?
Those creatures.
Creatures. There's a fucking creature in jungle.
There has to be a way out of here. Maybe in the direction they came from.
It's a nice little game just to ease back into it. Hold RB to craft a Molotov. Yeah. I've not actually played my PC since my last stream. That's how busy I've been. Just so busy with all my projects and stuff and being successful. No, genuinely. Not because I'm busy, just because not been in the mood for it. Playing games in general. Sort of go through phases, really. And I have to do this thing where if I'm thinking about doing something, I'll talk myself out of it because I'll go, sort of think 10 steps ahead and go, well, you might do it once, but you want to build up some momentum. So you might do it once, but you're not going to do it again, so why bother? Rather than just taking it one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Which is a much healthier approach, rather than thinking about where do I want to get to. Just enjoy the journey. God, that's very wanky, Adam. Absolute tosh. Right, yeah, that's the way I'm going. Okay. Check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, 1, 2. Got Resident Evil as well, which I haven't played for a while. I think I say this on every stream, but I would love it if they released Last of Us 2 for the PC. That's a game you can just really enjoy just wandering around in. The art direction in that is top notch, I would say. Very, very good. What's happened here then?
God, bodies everywhere.
God,
Creatures killed them.
bodies everywhere. Creatures
Don't know,
killed them.
Abby.
Creatures.
I saw something. Trinity is being hunted by some kind of creature. It made hissing sounds and moved so fast.
I'm shitting myself.
That sounds like the legend of the Pistaco. You pulling our legs?
No, I know what I saw.
Are you safe?
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
Get out of here. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. So this series I watched, which I highly, highly, highly recommend, is called The North Water, with Stephen Graham, Jack O'Connell and Colin Farrell. It was so good, without sounding too redundant. Just fucking awesome. Based on a novel, which I think all good. Everything that's ever been any good ever is pretty much based on a novel. Characters are always very distinctive and fleshed out. Stories feels lived in. The place feels lived in, and everything about it just feels very authentic. It's basically about a ship in like the olden days, a whaling ship, and the captain and just basically it all going tits up, to put it very glibly. but it's pretty horrific. But there's some great acting in it. Colin Farrell's an absolute beast. I've always rated him, to be fair. I know some people don't like him, but I've never had a bad word to say about him. What's this? Boa's Coil, Scavenger. Oatsin's Step. Reduce noise from jumps, landing and falls. What's that? Perform a stealth kill. Takedown without alerting nearby enemies. Yes. Oh, acquired already. Sorry. Can I... That goes past. What am I supposed to do here? Purchase. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have that. I'll get them all anyway. Inventory. Let's upgrade this little beauty. Acquired. 5 upgrades available. Upgrade. Yeah. Hold. Thank you. Thank you. Ambrosias. Can I fucking do that? Yes. Now we're talking. Well, it's 2 upgrades available. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. And this guy. Can we upgrade this? No. Will it tell me? Ah, 4 upgrades available. Silent Sting. Yeah. Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah, Northwater. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it really, other than Colin Farrell's an absolute beast in it. He did the sort of typical actor thing of putting on a shitload of weight to play the part, but it's like it feels necessary. The character he plays is fucking terrifying. I mean, genuinely unsettling. And him and I've never really rated Jack O'Connell before. I think he tends to play arseholes, in my opinion. Kind of this sort of alpha male, brooding, aggressive, a bit narky. And I've always respected him as an actor. Jack O'Connell, if you're watching, I've always respected you, mate. I'm not slagging you off. But I find it quite hard to relate to the characters that you play. And that's no fault of yours, Jack. Jack O'Connell. It's no fault of yours. It's the casting. It's the way you're casting things. This sort of Tom Hardy, bad boy. I think it's fine, but I'd like to see some vulnerability every now and again. And I thought the character you played in The North Water gave you a brilliant opportunity to explore that arc of seeing someone with a troubled past. And I thought you navigated your way through that arc with absolute aplomb and vigor. And so real sensitivity and vulnerability, if I may say. Yeah, I did mean all that. I know I was doing a bit of a piss take, but
Hello.
he's fucking great. Really good.
Omar sent you to shake me down? Well, I'm not giving that bastard anything.
What are you talking about?
What am I? I'm sorry. I saw that knife and gun and figured... never mind. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just
Judge your book by its cover.
What do you have?
What do I have? This is Kuwaki Yaku, one of the greatest archaeological sites in South America.
Have you got any
Well,
heroin?
It could be. It should be.
If it weren't for pillagers?
Exactly. Omar and his thugs are after money.
I'm not interested.
I have items of culture.
I don't care. What have you got? GF RAL. Hits like a truck at 20 miles per hour. What? That doesn't make any sense. Hits like a truck at 20 miles per hour? Is that supposed to be fast, or... It's not selling it to me. What's this? Cotton and braided llama wool harness, once worn by someone named 9 Strides. Pistol sight. This pistol lacks an ammo capacity it more than makes up for with its ability to deal heavy damage. 4,200 gold pieces. I'm going to save my money, I think. Pistol suppressor. Should I get the pistol suppressor? What do you reckon? Don't type any. If you don't type anything in the chat in the next 5 seconds, I'll buy it. You the boss.
Excellent choice. Pleasure doing business with you.
And yourself, sir. Right, how do I... What? Can I equip it in here? Frames are all alright on here. Just checking the stats down here, guys. It's all fine. It is a bit stuttery, but unless you know, unless anybody in the chat tells me, there's no way of really knowing. Just gotta hope for the best. Right then, crack on. Crack on. Let's take a question from the audience, shall we? By the audience, I mean my little app here, which, when things get a bit quiet, which, let's face it, it's just me here. I'm doing all the heavy lifting, guys. Getting fuck all in the chat. 'Cause you can't be bothered to show up when I mean, I'm not even going to go there. So I've got this app here, which just asks questions, just to keep the conversation going. Do you think you have a pretty good work-life balance? Why or why not? Good work-life balance. Yeah, I think so. Work hard, play hard. Play hard when I should be bloody working hard sometimes. So, yes is the answer to that. I do think I do. Started meditating at work now as well. I do 10 minutes in the afternoon, and to be honest, I've been very pleased with the results. Do 10 minutes at dinner time. Just sort of go upstairs into the little office, and it's just a nice way to reset, because staring at a computer screen all day really does mash your head up. I do lots of fitness activities which help de-stress and unwind. I like to socialise, and I like to stay in shape. I like to look after myself. Next question, please. What's your best "my co-workers are crazy" story? I'm not answering that. What does your perfect breakfast look like? I'm not answering that either. What are some of your favourite holiday traditions that you did while growing up? These are... Sorry guys, these are just not good. Dispute. Right, okay, these are better. Right. Trump or Obama? Oh... Can we put a man on Mars in our lifetime? I don't care. Our world is coincidence or creation. That's a thinker. Our world is coincidence or creation? Question mark. I don't know. Next question. Cappuccino or latte? Latte, but I don't. I just go for black coffee. Generally. What's the definition of marriage? When you marry another person. I've sort of come around to the idea of marriage, I'll be honest. I think it's nice. It's just nice, isn't it? There was a time when I would vehement if someone was to say to me, Adam, this time in 5 years you'll be married, I would probably have spat at them. But as time's gone on, I've been to some very good weddings, I'll be honest. One of which, there's a mate of mine, Matt Ganley, got married a few years ago now. That was like, oh, this is pretty special. When you feel there's something that feels very authentic and genuine. I'm not slagging off marriage. I'm just saying my perception of it was, it felt very antiquated and a bit old-fashioned, really, and the sort of possessive aspect of it. Like, why does the female have to take the male's name? The money involved in it, the sort of legalities of it. Some people getting married because of a will, like something to do with wills, and so there's a lot of stuff to be cynical about, in my opinion. But there's a few weddings I've been to where you go, okay, this is what it's about. If I was to get married, yeah, I would do something like this. People who make it personal, and like, for example, the person who does the ceremony, or my mate just got married, and a mutual friend of ours did all the MCing. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me just take a moment and think about what I'm doing. It's not telling me where to go. Block it. So a mate of ours did the MCing, and he's an actor friend of ours, and it all felt personal and genuine and intimate. Like, rather than some guy sort of, it's the religious connotations of marriage as well, which I don't, I'm not a religious person. So as soon as you can basically make a wedding to whatever you want, can't you? Is the point I'm trying to make. So maybe one day I will, maybe one day I won't. Kids, on the other hand, are evil. I'm joking. Evil. Little bastards. They always want something, don't they? Always want me. Fuck off. Shut up. No. Kids, I'm slowly coming round to the idea. Maybe. I'm very selfish when it comes down to it, and I will admit that. I like my independence, and I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. There's no rule that says you have to get married and have children. We don't have to procreate. As Ricky Gervais says, we're not running out, are we? There's plenty of us to go around. In fact, there's more kids who don't have homes. If I'm going to get on my soapbox and be a self-righteous prick for a moment, there are plenty of children who don't have homes, which we could sort of go, tell you what, let's stop having babies for a bit and give all them a home. And but I don't say that because not a lot of people would like me telling them that. So there's kind of that idea, as well as being very selfish, but Again, seeing some of my close friends have children and marriage, and seeing how that can be done, that having children does not have to, obviously there's compromise that happens when you have children. It's a huge responsibility, but I kind of had this fear that if I had children, I mean, there's loads of reasons why I'm probably a bit reticent about having children, but the main thing is that all your goals, to use a wanky term, would be put on hold, and that idea of compromise, and I mean, by saying it out loud now, it sounds so fucking selfish, but it's just true. It's like, but there's no rule book, is there? There's nothing. It's not written in stone that you can't achieve things and have children at the same time. I don't know why I've got that in my head. It says a lot about me and my mindset, I suppose, like how much pressure I put on myself to achieve certain things. I think also, if people didn't ask me constantly whether I'm going to have children, I'd probably think differently about it. But it's the weight of expectation that's put on people, whether it's explicit or not. It's like, why? I tend to just question it. Why does it matter to you whether I have children or not? And then I start to question the whole fabric of society. Then I'm gonna give up on this quite soon. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's getting up to an hour. Instead of do an hour. But this has been nice, hasn't it? This has been lovely. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll keep checking in with you guys. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this on the old YouTubes or on Twitch, wherever you've watched this, if you've watched it to the end, I love you. Even though we've never met, I'm sure we'd be very good friends. No, seriously, it's nice to do this again. It's good exercise for me to sort of get over that negative cycle of thinking and actually building something up in my own head, which I don't need to. Yeah, I'll just keep checking in whenever I can, and as I say, not building it up too much, just a little bit at a time. So that's all from me. I will love you and leave you, and be good. And if you can't be good, whatever. See you later.